Hey there everybody, we are back here at Raven Rock State Park, and it is late in the day. It's actually a little after 5 o'clock, but it was such a gorgeous day that I could not wait any longer to get out here. And of course, again, this weekend we are calling for more rain here in North Carolina. So we are going to be heading around the trail today. Hopefully today I'll be able to get out to the actual rock and go down the 141 steps that take you all the way down to the Cape Fear, and we'll get to be able to get some good shots from there. Other than that, I hope everybody's been having a great week, and we'll see you soon. All right, so it's only been a couple days here in North Carolina that it hasn't rained, and already the trail's starting to dry out in some places, and it's not as muddy at all as what it was last Saturday when I came down here. It still has its big patches that are very common to anybody who's used to this trail, that where the water ends up flowing over top of the trails and such, but it's definitely seeming to dry out some. Now the problem with that is well, there's really no problem except for more rain is expected. So I guess we'll just have to wait to see how much rain is actually going to fall again in the next week that we're calling, and see what's going to happen to the trails after that. say that one of the most beautiful things about this trail is all the mountain laurel that we have. You wouldn't expect to see mountain laurel out this far east. So from what I heard, pretty much anything east of the Cape Fear, which is right past Raven Rock where we went, it's really hard to find mountain laurel at all. And here and up around the Eno River and Durham and such are probably one of the last places that you can see eastwise, the furthest places you can see eastwise, a lot of mountain laurel growing, excuse me, before you end up running into the coastal plain and most of the mountain laurel isn't there anymore. Forever green, always, even in the winter, maybe a little dinged out and dull, but still going strong. So we're here at where the Little Creek Trail meets the Raven Rock Trail, and we won't be heading down there today, but if you want to see that, I will go ahead and make sure that I post a link up there somewhere, and so that you guys can see the link to that one. In my opinion, probably the most beautiful trail here at North Carolina's Raven Rock State Park, and I hope you take a look at it. Let's go. Alright, so here we are at the other end of Little Creek Trail, and you'll see that the sign right behind me there is the beginning of the Little Creek Loop, and over here maybe 200 steps difference, but that trail will take you all the way back towards the canoe campground. So I did some research, and I remember now that bridge that's closed off the area back there used to be group camping sites, and they don't have those anymore. It got really bad back there. Even when we were back there 2 years ago, just, you know, walking around, it was so muddy back there. So they've closed off that part, and it's not even on the state park map anymore. So I'm thinking that they probably will not open up that part past the bridge again. But we are here today to go that way and up the stairs so that we can get to the top of the rock so we can go back down the rock. Yes, so here we go. Let's get started. All right, guys, so we are at the top of the Raven Rock Loop. The Raven Rock is straight ahead. If you continue down the trail that way, it'll take you right back to the parking lot, and that's the way we'll be taking on the way home. But we are heading down to the rock now. All right, guys, so here we go. We're gonna start counting our 141 steps here in a minute. But I just have to tell you, I find the state park people are very serious. Okay, this is a cliff, guys, very steep slopes. You kind of have to stay on the trail for this one because it's the side of a mountain that's cut by the river. So there's really no other safe place to get down at. But here we go, 141 steps from the top. right, so we made it down to the bottom successfully. Now hopefully I will be able to make it up to the top successfully before the park closes. So this is the rock. Okay, it is geographically, it's known as the dividing line here in the Piedmont area between the Piedmont and the coastal plains. The geography here, as you can tell, this side is much, much higher than this side. So other than the Cape Fear, this was also used as a landmark for many generations way back when we didn't have all these cool technological toys, to show that this was in fact a dividing line between the regions of the state. So we're going to go this way for a little bit. I'm going to show you guys the other side of the rock. We're going to try and get some scaling pics of the mountain. Absolutely gorgeous. Very tall, very tall. And there are those 141 steps that we just came down. Yes. Let's see. Eagle Scout Project. Nice. Donated by William McLean. Troop 209 in Apex. Nicely done. I remember coming down there before that was there, and that was a very slippery slope. So this is the underside over here of the rock. Alright guys, so that's it with playing around down here. Kind of nice having it all to myself. It's not like this very much at all in the summer. Everybody comes down here in the summer. But you know that old saying, what goes up must come down? I'm having the same problem right now, except for I just went down. Now I'm going to have to get back up these steps to be able to make it to the parking lot. So I guess we need to get started. Alright. So we made it up the hill, 141, 147, I don't know. Feels like, you know, 457 when you haven't done that in a while. With it being winter and the rain and everything, I haven't gotten out much. A little bit out of shape, but consider this part of my training. Notice my backpack here. Obviously, I'm not spending the night, but the extra weight helping me get stronger every day. Now, I am kind of at a conundrum. According to, you know, websites and all that, the sun is officially set, okay? I have 1.5 miles to get back to the parking lot that way, or 0.6 miles to go back to the park that way. I think I would have enough light to go either way. I'm just worried about time-wise, and I'm debating whether or not I want to go the shorter way, and then again, I have to go up the very large hill that we had to come down at the beginning. So I think I'm going to go to the right and start heading out towards the Overlook. I should be able to make it back to the parking lot before dark, and maybe we'll get some good shots along the way, especially at the Overlook. So here we go. All right, so something I had not noticed until just a few minutes ago is that we also have a full moon. Let's see if I can catch it. Catching the moon. Woo! Let's go this side of the tree. Here we are, full moon, guys. How crazy is that? I had no idea it was going to be a full moon today. Good time for a hike. All right, so again, one last time. Beautiful, beautiful sun setting there from the Overlook. The muddy Cape Fear River. And my beautiful friend who's here with me tonight, the moon. All right, so according to the sign at Raven Rock, it was 0.5 miles to the Overlook, 1.2 miles from Raven Rock to the parking lot, which means I have about 0.7 miles left to go. The park closes at 7 o'clock and it's only 6:22. So I think I might just make it. Keep our fingers crossed, right? Making it to the parking lot before it closes, no problem. Making it out before it's dark, a little bit of an issue. Thankfully, I am prepared, y'all. Woo! All right, so onward we go on the trail towards the parking lot, towards home. Here we go. All right, guys, it is 6:46, and something that I didn't know happened here, but I just heard, is that about 20 minutes before park closing, they blow this very loud, like, foghorn to let you guys know you need to start heading back if you're not already. So that was really cool, but it is currently 6:46. Park closes at 7. I made it back to the parking lot. I am alive. So it's time to get going. Have a great one, everybody. See you on the trail.